side there. Okay, so we have a theorem that says through a point, not on a line, so this is the point, not on the line, there's only one line that can run through that point that's parallel to this line. Okay, so you can't say that there's another line like this that runs through this point that's going to be also parallel to this. It's only one line that can be parallel. Now, I've now made a triangle. Now watch this. Let's say this is a 60-degree angle, okay? And this is a 50-degree angle. So what happens here is if this is a 50-degree angle, this up here is a 50-degree angle, right? If this is 60, this is 60. So what's left for this angle right here in between them? How many degrees are in a straight line? 180. If this is 110, what's left for this one in the middle? 70. So by vertical angles, this is 70. Now, if I change it, and imagine they hit right there. If I change this to 40 and 30, this will be 30 and this will be 40, right? So 40 plus 30 is 70, so this would have to be 110, which would make this 110. So what's always going to happen with these three angles? They're always going to add up to 180 because this line is 180. Just because this line always adds up to 180, these angles have to always add up to 180. So in a triangle, the three angles always, no matter what, always inside the triangle, always add up to 180. Okay? They always add up to 180. So in this triangle right here, what is x? Well, you take 32 plus 78. So that's like 110, right? So if that's 110, what's left for x? 70. Now, how are we supposed to find y? Well, this is a straight line, right? How many degrees are in a straight line? 180. If 78's on this side of the angle, what's its linear pair? 102. Okay? Linear pairs are important. Now, let's look at these two. 70 and 32. How are they related to 102? They're the same. Because if this is 78, when we use up 78 of the 180, okay, whatever is left over here is the same as left over there. Always. This is called an exterior angle because it's outside of the original triangle. So, we'll get to exterior angles in a second. What's angle x here? Because these add up to 116. 180 minus 116 is? Yeah, I can't do math. So that would be 74, right? Okay. 63 and 41 add up to 104, so this would be? Are these triangles congruent to each other? No. The angles all have to be the same for those triangles to be congruent. All right, the exterior angle theorem, what I was just talking about. This angle is always equal to these two angles added up. Always. Because if 90 plus 30 is 120, then what's left for this is 60. And since this makes a straight line, this has to be 120, which equals these two. So the exterior angle of a triangle theorem is the exterior angle equals the sum of the two remote interior angles. The remote interior angles are the ones that don't touch it. That's why they're remote. They're off in the distance. Okay? So this is its linear pair. These are the two remote interior angles. So this is equal to this plus this, always, always, always. Okay? So if you take these two, you don't have to figure out this one. Now, if you wanted to, you could, but you don't have to. You can just add up these two to figure out angle 1. So 45 and 75 make 120. Now, if this is 120, you know this is 60, which makes that 120, but you don't have to do that step because the exterior angle equals the sum of the two interior angles. Okay, here's fun. See this whole shape of this box. So then they took this part of the box right here, they transferred it over there, and they're figuring out what each of these angles are. So it says find angle 1. I go, I don't know what angle 1 is. I can't find angle 1 first. What's the easiest angle to find up there first? 5. 5 is the easiest angle to find first. 45 and 55 make 100, so that makes angle 5 80, which makes this angle 100, which makes this angle 100, which makes this angle 80. Okay, so we got that far. Okay, we got that far. Now, 100. So 45, 35, 75, parallel lines. So if this, is 75, 45, this 45, because that is not that. There's something I'm missing here because we should know one more of these, I think. This, 55, there we go. Angle 2. This is parallel to this. So here's our transversal. I have 55 here. So angle 2 is 55. And because this is 80 and this is 55, what's left for this angle here? 45. And since this is 45 and this is 75, this is 120 between these two. What's left for this one? 60. And since this is 60 and it's a linear pair with angle 4, what's angle 4? 120. And since this is 45 and this is 120, they add up to 165. So what's angle 3? What did we say? 15. That's right. And since this is 100 and this is 60, what's angle 1? 20. So the secret there was if you figure out angle 2, you can figure out the rest of them. Okay? All right. Last one. What's angle X? Because these two add up to 77, so this is 103. Now, angle Y is an exterior angle. So you have to add up these two to find this triangle here. So these two add up to 59, right? And this is 54, which add them up is 113, correct? So the exterior angle is 113. Okay, so interior angles add up to 180. Exterior angles equal to the sum of their two remote interior angles. Okay, that's what this next section is. After lunch, we'll talk about slopes, and that'll be it for today. All right, so I'll put out the assignment, and then we'll get started.